Okay, so a couple tools that we are going to need is a piece of foam core. I get this from the art supply section of the hobby store, usually where the paint and stuff is for in the craft section. This board is $6.99. You can always get a coupon for my Goals or Hobby Lobby for 40% off, and it generally makes me 2 cake boards for wedding cakes. And this is nice because it gives you something underneath to put your fingers under, so if you're transporting, you will see how you have a lip under this to move around. The second tool you will need, you can get this at the hardware store. This is used for cutting drywall, and this can cut any size cake board that you need, or foam core or anything else, into a perfect circle for you. And it's so nice to have because I make my own size cake circles all the time, because sometimes I want them a little longer because I want my buttercream or my ganache edge to meet up with that circle and not be hanging over the edge, so when I lift it up that my buttercream isn't being ruined because it's hanging over the edge of that circle. So I like to cut mine specifically. So for this one, we are going to be making let's say we will make a 12-inch board, and we will go down to, you can see the notches on here is 12 inches, and we will tighten this right at 12 inches. The cake that I am doing is a 10-inch base, so we will do 12 inches on this one. So it'll be 6 inches from the center. So we'll go ahead and make sure that we have room each way that we go, and go ahead and make our center mark with the center in here, and then press down on that into the board, and then using pressure, we will draw our circle. All the way around with that. And I will just use some sort of pick to puncture through to show where I came through on the other side, because this isn't quite long enough to go through on the foam core. It is on your regular boards. And then the same thing. Next, you will just want to take a very sharp X-Acto knife and follow that line around. Once you have gone around with your knife, you can go ahead and just pop that circle right out. What I will do is, these are my regular 12-inch circles. I'm doing a 10-inch cake though, and I don't have any 10-inch boards with me today, so I'm going to cut all these down to 10 inches. The reason why is 3 are going to go underneath this, and they're going to make the pedestal that this sits on and allow me to get my fingers underneath it, and 1 10-inch board is going to go on top of this, and that's where our cake is actually going to sit when we go to ice it and do everything on it. So I'm going to take these, and I'm going to do the same thing with this, except we're going to move this down then to 10 and tighten that down. And the same thing, find your center point. And these are a lot easier on here. This is the cardboard, and it goes right through. And then flip it over, and it's already made the hole through the center. Probably through the next one. And sometimes there's a few scraggly edges. You can loosen them with your knife if need be. You can just pop them out and trim them with scissors if you need to. We will cut the other 3 down to 10 inches, and then we will finish. So we have our circles cut out, and we will start by gluing 3 of the 10-inch ones together. And to make it the stronger on this one, you can see our lines kind of on this one are going this way. The lines on this one are going this way. We want to make them kind of opposite each other to give those boards kind of the strength against each other. The lines again on this one, since they're running this way, we will line our third board up with the lines running that way. Grab my other glue stick here. So then we come on with the top here. Take these three on our piece of MDF and just place it right in the center. Give that a nice push down. Just hold that a minute. And now you can put your fingers right under there when you set your cake on there. Now, the cake itself is going to be 10 inches. And we are going to decorate the cake, the bottom tier, directly on this board. And so we will just go ahead and place that on there now. And if I don't want to decorate it on here, and I decorate it on a separate 10-inch board, I will glue that 10-inch board right to this one when I am ready. To finish it up, this particular one, I don't have any wide ribbon today, so we're going to do 2 rounds with ribbon around this. To make the ribbon. There, dab of glue there, across, and then back on the insides. And then the last one on the inside there. And then bring it around back and around front. And then we can clip that. Put a dab of glue on the back there and fold that around. And you got a nice little 3-fold bow there. And you want to come back around to the front of this and put a dab of glue and glue that right onto the front there. One of these pins, again, that you can get at the craft store, are generally in the wedding aisle for making bridal bouquets, corsage pins, and they come right into the center like that. So, round of white trim. And so there you have it. You have a pretty little cake board, and I will show you this tomorrow when we finish the cake that we're going to put on it. And you can see how I transport on it and set up on it and how nice it looks with the cake itself on it. But you have your little lip that your fingers can slide right under to, so you're not trying to mess up your cake picking up that board and don't have anything, and it's nice and sturdy. You can see how thick that is. Your cake's not going to bend unless you have a huge cake, or 1 tier, 2 tier, and even smaller.